back to the Imaxit YouTube platform. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. All right. So we have a lot of things to chop up today. We have some games that played yesterday. We have to talk about. We have to talk about Ethan Pinnock winning is supporters player of the year. We want to detail it as well because for me, I had some questions to ask right there, and also we have a lot more things, some other awards that we're gonna get into. So I wanted to try and break them down piece by piece. All right, we saw Ernest in the building already, so let me big up Ernest. Ernest, thanks for being here. Massive respect for that. All right, yes. So let we start with the games that played. So I'm gonna break down those first, give my take on it, and look at what will happen for maybe next season. All right, Sean Answer, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Yeah, man. Everyone that just came in, big up on yourself. Thanks for being here. And thanks for the continuous support. Can't be more grateful for it. All right. Yeah, man. So, anyways, we had two games played yesterday. And I wanted to go through them. Yes. I fell asleep in one of the games and I had to, yeah, sometimes we are tired people, all right? Yeah, man. So let me just go through those games yesterday. Yeah, man. Both of the games turned out similar to what we had said. So credit to all of the persons them that are analyzing the games them on a daily basis because we had called this. So, anyways, the first one was Brighton versus Chelsea. What's at stake for this one? It was a European place. All right, and possible even a higher European place because at this point, when Chelsea started, they started on 57 points. All right, Newcastle was on 57 as well. Yes, and Manu they're on 54, but you had Tottenham in the Europa spot on 63, but they have played um a game in advance or in hand. They had a game. Oh no, they had an extra game played, so that was 63. All right. So if Chelsea could have gotten the win, that would have put them on 60. And if results go bad for Tottenham, which that Tottenham and results going bad is kind of a normal thing. All right. So it's the best poise placement you could have put yourself in. All right. Yes. So 63 for Tottenham, but Tottenham conceded 61 goal and scored 71. So Chelsea that conceded 62 goals and scored 75, they have the better goal difference. So if they do join, if they should lose on the final day and Chelsea win their game on the final day, that would have put them in a Europa League spot. So at present, they are in the Conference League spot. All right, based on what took place yesterday. So let me go through what took place yesterday. All right. So two goals scored. Cole Palmer, Cucurella assist. So Cole Palmer back at it again. Yes. And then you have Nkunku. Nkunku finally getting some, at least making a weekly roster because that is a problem with Nkunku for the entire season. He has not really played much football. All right, so he added the second in the 64th minute. Gusto with an assist as well. Gusto is a nice player, but he needs to just be more creative with that final play. All right, then you have Danny Welbeck that scored in the 90th plus 7th minute. Joy Pedro assisted him. Joy Pedro is the next nice player. All right, so that's what's up. All right, yes, and then the starting 11 that they went with for Chelsea because Chelsea's squad is coming together, and that's why we have. That's why I'm so high on this Chelsea team to do incredible well next season. All right, so Dorde, Petrovic in goal, Gusto at right back, Shalaba, and Banite playing as centre back. Both of them look much more solid. Banite still have the poor passing ability when two persons closing him, or at least when he's in the triangle trap. He could find himself having some problems right there. Cucurella on the left back side looks solid. Gallagher and Caicedo in deeper line midfield. Up front you have Mudryk, Madueke, and Cole Palmer with Jackson up front. And on their bench, they have Nkunku, Reece James, that came on and got red carded as well. Raheem Sterling, Thiago Silva, Leslie, Casade, Marcus, Levi Colwell, and Ben Chilwell. So their bench was filled with professional players. And they still have Fafana out injured, Lavia out, Fernandez out, Chukwameka out, and Sanchez out. So that is the depth that Chelsea have. We don't talk about Hutchinson as yet. And we don't talk about Washington and those guys that are way down the pecking order. They are not included in a 30-man list. So that is how strong the Chelsea's team is. All right. So overall statistics. 45% possession. I thought that was solid. Going away to Brighton. Brighton showcase that they can dominate any team comes there. Included sometimes on ball possession, Manchester City, Man United, Arsenal, all of those teams. So 12 shots to 14 in favor of Chelsea, 6 on target to 2 in favor of Chelsea, blocks 4 to 3 in favor of Chelsea, and on the big chances, it was equal. All right, 2 times Brighton hit the post, and they missed one of their big chances, just like Chelsea as well. All right, so congratulations to Chelsea, and as what I've said, the final day, Chelsea will play Bournemouth. I think that they're going to get the maximum 63 points. All right. So let me just go through the rest of the chat. They're going to get the maximum 63 points. Pastor don't give me my normal a resident half an hour. Pastor give me 5 minutes. So 5 minutes we're gonna bowl about the time to Pastor giving me. All right. Yeah. Sean answer big up yourself. Omar Fowling said he's out here. Lee in the building. Pastor already on the screen, so it didn't really matter. Ricardo Gray, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Madueke is a big baller. Oh wow. And who said that? Oh, who said that 2 months ago? Oh my God. All right. So I guess my eyeballs is talented. All right. Neil, big of yourself. Thanks for being here. Been telling people this Chelsea team will create problems next year, especially when Patch adds his own pieces to the puzzle. Nkunku back. All right. And detonation. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Omar Fowling said Reese looked like he wanted more time off. Well, tell you what, that's how time goes. And then we have Barley TV, big up yourself, thanks for being here. All we're gonna do the show today is when we talk about a team, we kind of break it down to give their players of the season and every little thing. All right, because for Liam Bailey, we're gonna talk about that as well. For Brentford, we're gonna talk about that as well. Matched with what we're doing, and even Manu, even though we might not have much people interested in Manu at this point. All right, so Chelsea will be fighting relegation next year. Only all right, I'm not going to read out the next side. I'm saying none at all. I'm not going to entertain that. All right, so Pastor, um, what you made of Chelsea's season overall, with all of their difficulties coming in. Because for me, out of 10, I would give Chelsea a solid 7.5. I will give Chelsea a solid 7.5 based on the fact that they had a new manager coming in, they had several new players coming in, and he had to get everything ready, and they had injuries, so much injuries, led me to give them a 7.5. Yes, their games were up and down, their results were up and down, but all of their games, they were up there with opponents. Every single game that I saw them played, they were up there with creating chances. So obviously, the hardest thing to do when you get a team is to get them defensively sound. Anybody that coaches team knows that. So from I saw the attacking side, creating chances. I always respected them, and I stuck on it and said Chelsea will come good some point of this year, and now they're actually running it up and looking like a very much solid team. I think they look like a top 5 team in the league. They look like a top 5 team in the league. So I gave them a 7.5, and my player for the year for them, it has to be Cole Palmer. It has to be Cole Palmer. But I could roll it down to 3 people because Raheem Sterling started off very good. Obviously, they've changed their system and it never really helped them. Gallagher had a solid season as well with him helping out. But I don't think he comes close to the rest. So I would say it was between Raheem Sterling and Cole Palmer. And we got to say that Cole Palmer was way better than Raheem Sterling for a longer period of time. So I would have to give it to Cole Palmer as it relates to Chelsea's player of the season. All right. So Pastor, go ahead.
Yeah, good morning to everybody in the chat or those on the stream who will rewatch the video. Good morning, JD. Uh, I want to start with their last game. It was a beautiful game to watch. I enjoyed the game, and I want to say I would a 75% for our season rating for Chelsea would be fair. I don't think anybody with would argue with that. Um, I believe that's a fair rating for the kind of season that they ended up having. Um, I would go with Cole Palmer. I scold Palmer for, for their player of the season. But they had a good support cast rounding into form. Um, the last set of games that I really zeroed in on and watched with them suggest, you know, that by all accounts, next season, and I want to say this even though it's the first team I'm talking on. I believe next season, JD, the teams are going to be closer, fighting harder for points. Yes.
At the
I
top,
believe
at the top, for the championship are between second and sixth place.
between be, I would say the teams second to 10 are going to be much closer. The teams second to 10 are going to be much closer. And I believe that the Man City may very well be no more than about 6 points clear if you're going to look at, say, they transfer their form from this season to next season. Um, and you expect them to be better. I don't see them being ahead by more than about 6 points based on what I'm seeing from the two last set of games that I've watched across the different teams. I am comfortable seeing forecasting that it will be a kind of a closer between the teams 2 to 10.
Okay, okay, fair enough, fair enough. All right, so yes, I've missed out Jackson. Sorry about that. I should have put Jackson in it. I think Jackson had a better longevity in the team this year over Raheem Sterling as well. That is definitely true. Sorry about that, Barlett's TV. All right, so we see Chris Smith in the house, singing in the house, MP94 in the house. Patch doesn't stay anywhere too long. His job is shaky right now. Don't know why. No, no, no. I think if they fired Patch, that would be a big mistake for them. And him not staying anywhere long. He never stayed long enough at Tottenham. He stayed long enough at Tottenham, man. Come on, man. Venom says Chelsea. JD is a Chelsea fan. No, man. It's me watching the football games and want to come to you to give you education on each matters because you guys started the season telling me about as what Singh says is foolishness about a kid playing Manning Cup will come and save Chelsea, which I wanted to make sure I have education on what I'm talking about. So that's why I made sure to invest my time watching Chelsea a little bit extra as well to see what's going on. And I was right from before the kid went there, and I'm still right to this point. When I break down things, the exact players them coming out, the exact players them coming in. So it tells you if you have the education on the matter, you will bet. It seems like you will know a little bit more, or can guess a little bit better. So that was my sole reason for me to invest in Chelsea this much because I wanted to make sure I give you guys accuracy more than anything else. All right, isn't Chelsea the highest paid club this season? Not sure. Just I am not sure. I think City's up there as well. All right. Neil says they Then he spent around 3 years at PSG, but he spent a lot of time at Tottenham. So 3 years at PSG is a lot. 3 years at PSG is a lot. All right. Um, JD and Imaxit Priest. Okay. Oh, why are you guys giving the pastor a complete different name? The pastor is the pastor, Mr. Lansdale Blake. He had
Just
nothing
the
to be the
pasta.
priest or anything. All
Just the
right.
pasta.
Yes. Uh, no, thank you, Jackie. Thank you. They know who I am, but I have to do my job. If you guys pay me to give you accuracy, so I have to go there, assess things. As I've said yesterday in my video, you're not going to you're not you never get this from me as an individual. I will not tell you things because I want your support. I want to tell you things that you fight against me, go to your house, upset about the situation, and then when you check the facts, it turned out that I was right. So you know what? You gain more respect from me. So maybe you might not like my delivery, but you end up respect me because you know that I'm not here cheating you. Watch the thing, I'm analyzing it and putting my spin on it as well. All right. So that's how I have looked at, that's how I am, and I want to stay that way. It gives me more work, but I'm happy to do the work for the pay. All right. I don't want anything easy. I want to challenge myself, and that's what I've always done. All right. Yes. So, anyways, big up everyone that's coming in. Please do smash the like button, share, and subscribe. All right. Very much important. Then we have Manchester United. I just felt that something would have gone in this year. I told you guys again the way that I saw Manchester playing the last time. I thought that they were slightly better than Arsenal. Everyone agreed as well. Even Arsenal fans agreed on the performance. If it was not for Garnacho was his decision making in that game was not good. And we have to be honest. And clearly, guys, you see that I don't pass. I am not easy on anybody. Once you're on the field, I expect certain things from you. So you guys were beating me up saying leave that Argentinian alone. He's young. No, if you go on the field, I expect you to do what is
Yeah.
required. So when you hear me talk about Jamaican young kids, it's because if you're on the field, it is the same thing I expect from you, just like what I expect from anyone across the world. All right. So Ganacho, I don't think Ganacho was the sole focus this time because they went for a more. It was Scott McTominay. They put him on this to play as a striker as well, but I don't think he was playing as a lead striker. It was still Fernandez and him switching, so it was 1 and 2. So I think they were using one striker or two central forward. I don't think they were using any striker. It was like Real Madrid played the Real Madrid system with um Rodrigo and Vinicius. That's what they were trying, but they came in a little bit closer because none of them pacey as none of those two guys. And it looked like it worked out, because they controlled the possession up there, That's the one that surprised me, people. The way they stuck with the ball. They are not. McTominay is big, but Fernandez is not the biggest and strongest. And the way that he held up the ball, I was impressed. Maybe they are learning something. Maybe they are learning something. So the man you man them. Are you saying that they should just avoid the strikers and use technically solid midfielders to get the ball to their wingers? You think that is the way to go? You think that is the way to go for Manchester United? Because maybe they stumbled on something yesterday. All right. So 71 touches for Fernandez. Yeah, he completed 40 or 49 in that position, which is 82%. That is incredible. That is incredible for a striker central forward. All right. And I can tell you, he had 5 key passes and created one big chance on the day. He had 1 assist in the game. All right. So let me know if this is the way, at least until they can find some other pieces to help out um the knockoff Alan um in his development to go forward. Let me know if this is the way. All right, but McTominay showed a lot, For his country, he shows a lot how versatile he is. I am surprised that they never really work with him so much in the Manu team. But for his country, he's a solid player. This man can play centre back, left back, right back, central defensive midfielder, progressive midfielder, attacking midfielder, central forward, winger. I don't know what he does. Like what is his true position? All right, Manu building a nice young core. I know that we saw Presser and the man in the chat. Presser and those guys were saying that we should move away from him. But I think that Ten Hag is a very, very talented coach, you know. I just believe that he just got the wrong. When I was actually talking to the people the last time, I said to you guys, if a man change it, if a man play a style, or for instance, let me reason logically. If a man play a technical system and he gets half of his team, they are not, they're just about over 50% technical. I don't think you can see that instant, the transformation in his team instant, you know. I know that people said he signed 33% of the players coming in. But Malassi and those guys were injured. They were injured majority of the season. His ball playing centre back was injured majority of the season. Varane barely played football. So both of his main centre backs them injured for the whole season. So when you look at it, when you really look at it, I don't think he gets a fair shake at Manchester United, you know. All right? I don't think so because I think they need him
JD,
time to work on his system. But I know that it's the Premier League and the Premier League don't give you time. You understand? I understand. All right? JD is a good manager, but Ten Hag has shot himself in the leg this season. Yeah, but Presser, I've explained something to you just a while ago. Show you some things. Because remember, you know, in football, you know, you have several triggers, you know, and if your people them that should have been the triggers, um, ain't there for the entire season. And then you have to try make people to fit in your system. I think that is the definition of giving should have given more time. When you break it down like that, you know, I think he should get more time. But if you don't want to give him any time, I understand Manchester United is a big thing and it's a sponsorship driven thing. So nobody really care about what's actually taking place on the field if you're not winning. Go ahead, Pastor.
there's even an article written up with Wayne Rooney questioning certain players. What's the reason for having them on the books at Manu because they have not played enough in the season to suggest that they belong there.
The man don't mean I chatting, man. Oh my God.
I've
Go ahead.
said that I've said that to say as a Manu fan, because Manu is my number one team, they put out
Pastor,
that they were
Pastor,
playing.
Pastor, we need to sort out that problem. Manu is your team, done.
No,
None of the others
Liverpool.
them.
No, no, no,
Pastor,
no, 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 no,
Pastor,
no, no.
Pastor. Going forward,
JD,
Pastor,
you see, you're
Pastor,
trying to break my
no,
trend of thought.
you're going to go now, Pastor. You can't come up on the show until you sort out a team. So pick one of them you like the most. Yes, because people are Pastor. It are gonna
Good
have
night,
some problem, Pastor.
JD.
Jesus
That
God,
listen,
man. You know, listen to
JD.
me, you know. Nobody can teach you nothing, you know, Pastor. You need to listen, you know.
I
Pastor, me I try
listen
to give you
very
the
carefully.
credibility, Pastor. Just listen to me, brother. You teach me every week. You try to teach me every week. Just listen, man. You can't. Me now gonna let you on the show until they sort out that one team because the man them now go on listen to you. Me see how them start, you know. I try to
No,
protect you, you know, Pastor. All right,
I
just listen,
understand
man.
you. I understand you doing that,
Jesus
but
God, man.
I have given them Manu one, Liverpool second, and Man
Oh my
City
God.
at third.
So,
So it
Pastor, you're a
doesn't
Man U
matter if
fan
Man
person.
City.
You're a Man U fan
Yes,
person, Pastor. We just want
that's
to
what
start
I've
out.
said. That's what I've
All right,
said
see, you're
every
a Man U
time.
fan first. All right, done. All right,
Yes.
that's all
So
I want here.
Liverpool is the second team, and
Pastor,
Man
I
City
want
is
to
the
defend you,
third
Pastor.
team.
I am trying to defend you,
Yes.
and you're trying to war with me. Yo,
No, I am not worried with you. I'm simply saying the three teams are in order, and the order don't change. Good.
Pastor,
So
Pastor, can you just please stop it? I said you're a Man U fan, and you say yes. Don't, just,
I
oh my
said first. No, you said if I'm a Man U fan first, and I said
All
yes.
right,
I agree.
people, I tried. All right, so when you do what you want to him, that's all I'm gonna tell you. Because you see, when them people hard of
Okay.
hearing, that's what them get. Simple. All right.
I
Let me
have
go to the
been
rest of the.
getting beaten. I have been getting beaten from in the 80s. It is, yes. I guess that's why the skin on my back is thick by now.
Let me just go to it. Rakim says he's eighth man, he got to go. Okay, okay. You're talking like a City fan. Ten Hag needs to go. So he's pretty much saying that because City play a style of football and such and rare. But I am not talking like a City fan. I am talking like what I know the coach does. Remember, the coach is coming from Ajax. Ajax is my first damn team. If you never know. All right. Yes, that's a team that I go to watch more than any other team. All right. Triple E, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. So I am just saying, if you recruit a man, why you can't let him try transform what he's trying to do, which is passing football. He had to revert back to just play big stone football because nobody did ever truly do what he wants to do. That's all I'm saying. Still, if Pep says he's leaving, would you take him at City? I think. I said if Pep say he's leaving, maybe Ten Hag wouldn't be at the start, but they wouldn't push him off the list of taking him there because they saw the football that he can play. And believe me, in the league now, he's like maybe the one that can replicate. People would say Arteta can replicate exactly what Pep does because he works with Pep, but he's in the top three coaches that can replicate exactly what Pep does. Exactly. So I just believe that the talents at Manchester United is just not those type of talented players. You give him Manchester City, man. Believe me, man. That man play around 17,000 passes per day. All right. Presser says, JD, it's not about the injuries, but the man is delusional. Oh God. All right. Patch spent 2.5 years at PSG. He had 1 year contract with extension in the second. All right, thank you.
People, are you hearing JD in the
Back
chat?
now? I'm back now.
Okay, you're back.
All right,
Yes,
good.
you're back.
Sorry about that, people. So sometimes it chips out. All right. So yes, JD, we can't support teams bigamy. Yes, and we have Jason Ferran in the building. Big up yourself, massive respect. JD, someone told me Tenag might not be the problem. But he surely can't fix it. But I've just explained what the problem is. But it's just because you guys are not really um Pass Ajax not good. Wow, Fabian Full. Go back and look at the history. What Ten Hag did in Ajax. Please, just check it before you disrespect the man. All right, the guy is a talented coach, but I would say he's a talented coach, but I don't think he's as versatile as what I first thought. That is the problem. If he was as versatile as I thought he was, that's when he would have used any team of quality players to fit in a style. But it looks like his technical ability style is just the only way he can truly play. So I would agree with you that he could turn out if he can't get the man him off the books, if he can't get the guys him off the books faster, it could turn out that the job is not for him. But that doesn't say that he's not a good manager. It just means that
Mhm.
he
He
can't
need
he can't
different style
transform
players.
non-technical players into technical players for his system. And a lot of coaches, um, a lot of coaches can't because Pep can't play every style. Pep cannot play every style. When he tried to fuse the styles in Bayern Munich, you saw what happened to him. Right? It never worked. He never worked. He tried to use the inverted fullbacks them. It just never worked. So even though it's just because Pep is blessed with so much money at all of the clubs them that he went to, and obviously started with technical players at City and also Barca. And people should remember that the man buy strikers and buy players and just discarded them. No, a lot of clubs don't get that opportunity, and I don't have that resources to do so. So that's why I'm not so killing Ten Hag still. But I can understand if you're a Man U fan and you're saying that he needs to go. I can totally understand, but I can give you a different side to it as well. And I know
But
you're gonna
JD,
hear this conversation similar to what I'm saying.
the reality of the situation with Ten Hag, is that he would need more time to be able to get the players off the books that does not fit into his style. Not many teams, however, or many clubs, however, is going to allow you that amount of latitude because they're in the business of winning trophies.
Mm-hmm.
So it may be that he took a job without proper feasibility study of the cohorts that are present within the club as it relates to the style that he intended to employ while being there. And I believe while that is not all his fault, you took the job, so it is your responsibility. So for everybody calling for his head, I believe we need a coach that can use the pieces that are there until they can get the pieces that they want. So I am not fighting against
But
the call
Pastor,
for him to go,
but
but that
Pastor,
don't
it's
change. Yeah.
Pastor, it's you guys club, you know. Remember that was exactly why they signed a middleman for him to come on with, you know. That's how they were trying to work it, you know. So I thought that they had the contract with this man. Um, I, and had that in mind to start out everything. And because of Manchester United ever changing situation of selling
Mhm.
pieces, the people complaining, Manchester United just obsessed with City. So City just get big and really damage Manchester United in a lot of ways. Which I'm saying the fan base don't have no time. They can't afford for pretty stadium and pretty football, and they can't do nothing. So it takes a time because people don't realize that it took
Mhm.
Pep at least 3.5 seasons to get it right. 3.5 seasons. But obviously the success, they were winning games at the same time. So that's why. But sometimes your depth your starting point is a little bit lower, and I just don't believe that they are giving themselves time, and that's why Manchester United keep on failing. But because it's not a Manchester United program, we're gonna leave right there and just give your best player for Manchester United this year. Who you are gonna give your best player to this year for Manchester United? Let me just give you the players them on the top of my head who I'm gonna put in that number. Fernandez, you have to put him in there. I think from since he signed for Manchester United, he's always up there. He has 7 teams of the week. He made 7 teams of the week in a team that is not really playing good. 10 goals and 8 assists in the season.
Fernandez.
So he's up there. I thought that McTominay was solid throughout the season. Scored some goals at some time. Scored some goals at some crucial time. He had 7 goals. Remember, majority of the
McTominay was the
games
one
he played
impressive one
deeper. He
yesterday.
played deeper majority of the games.
Hmm.
So he has 7 goals and 1 assist, which is very good playing from deeper. All right. So McTominay, Bruno, I would say, and I know you guys would kill him. Why? Yeah, let me leave those 2 players because I don't want to say Onana and the amount of both my mother may get after me say Onana. Let me leave it alone because I thought that he had some solid games. It's just because when he's making mistakes, his mistakes are so bad. It's the only thing you remember.
Hmm.
You understand me? But a lot of games, he kept Manchester United in the games, with some ridiculous saves. So the two would have to be Scott McTominay and Bruno
And her, and
Fernandes.
Fernandez.
And I have to go
Yeah.
with Bruno Fernandes. All right? And
Yeah.
we have to be honest.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes was the best player by a good stretch. Let me hear what people says. Demo is in the chat, and
I
Demo
think
says Kobe Menu easily. So now we realize that Demo is just a propagandist for the youngest player every single time. Nothing else. All right? Yes. Ricardo says Bruno 100%. Omza said Bruno is the best player for Manu. People hate him. Yeah, man, that is true. That is true. Uh, we are not obsessed with City when we have no trophies, more trophies than City. But you see, Pastor, that's why I mean, like touch them topics, because them understand what me. If you're being full, missed everything what I've just said. I'm saying they're obsessed with City's success, so they can't even focus on their own because they're not giving people true time. Because the fan base not giving people true times, and because Manchester United is all about commercial success. Anything the fan base says and bully and start riot, they must do that. So their club cannot get to breed because they don't have a whole of their club. All right. So that's what I was saying. So just understand when. Oh my God. All right, Dalat, you put in it. Garnacho has been. Garnacho was okay, but Bruno Fernandes was better than all of them. That's what I was saying,
Yeah,
people.
I
Gan Garnacho, Menu, and Bruno. Garnacho, remember Garnacho never. Look, let me pull up Garnacho and show you. Garnacho never really started the season in no specific position. Remember Garnacho came in, when it was Rashford situation, and that's when they started to give him much more game time. Because Garnacho started 29 games. He started average 72 minutes per game and make 3 teams of the week. Have 7 goals, 4 assists. That is decent, but I don't think um he had that impactful season to go up with Bruno. We have to be honest to ourselves.
JD,
Um
even the stats suggest that he's not up there. You're talking 7 goals and 2 assists, and
yeah, but in
as
in the team,
yet, and then
no,
7 teams
Pastor,
a week
Pastor,
as against 4.
in the team
So
they were saying because he has better stats than others. But Garnacho plays as a winger. You can't tell me
mhm.
that Scott McTominay should have 50 goals, 25 assists to rival Garnacho. You have to look at the individual plays. Sometimes you can come on in a match and score a goal, but not necessarily did anything in the game. So you can get credit for that one game, but you're not gonna get. I'm not gonna be fooled to give you the best player of the season when you come on for every game and score 45 goals or 38 goals in 38 games, but you only play 5 minutes per game. No, I have to give it to just like
the
City.
man
Just
that
like
kept the
City.
team relevant, the man that kept
Look
the team
look at look
relevant
at
during the
City,
game.
Pastor.
Yeah,
Look at City. City, the most goal scorers, the biggest goal scorers on City, would have been um Foden and Haaland. You think that Foden or Haaland are my play of the season? No. My play of the season is Rodri, and I think Rodri is the best player in the Premier League this year. But because he doesn't score goals at the rate as what people want, nobody look at him even serious. And Rodri is by a million miles better than everybody. Not a million miles, but he's a good stretch the best player in the Premier League. The best player in the Premier League, and it's a good stretch from everybody else. But yet still nobody mention him because he's a defensive midfielder. You're so like funny. I saw man on Sky. Oh, the best player of the year is Foden or my boy from Arsenal. What's the attacking midfielder man from Arsenal? And he comes from Haaland's country. I forgot his name. So someone will give me his name at some point. I forgot his name. Those are the 2 best players. And I'm saying,
I
have these guys watch the game, watch the season? For you to tell me that Foden is better than Rodri? Which football game you're watching to tell me that Foden, which world Foden should get the best player over Rodri? That makes no sense. Also, Meno has been impactful since he came in. Yes, Odegaard. Yeah, Straight Talk TV. Yes, Odegaard. Odegaard or Foden have not been better than Rodri it's not even close. Oh, better Rodri is than those 2 players. And I think Rodri get disrespected in football, I think he gets disrespected in football. He really gets disrespected in football. But it's okay. It's okay. And Foden solid, people. Don't get me wrong. I have no hatred for Foden, but I'm just saying it's because he's English, um, and because the other man's them that's playing better, they are in positions that people don't respect that much. I think people start, especially footballers. I expected footballers to look at defensive midfielders a little bit different. You understand me? And the fact that they are not giving the footballer, the defensive central them credit, and they are past footballers. It's so surprising, man. You know the disrespect,
JD,
man.
that's why I like McTominay, because he comes deep,
Just
even when
disrespectful,
he
man.
even when he's given the assignment, because Manu lined up 4-2-3-1, but they actually played a 4-2-1-1-1-2 when they were transitioning forward. They literally pulled the defenses out of place to work what they were working. And then the Camacho didn't look bad. He didn't look as bad as the game that he allowed Arsenal to outmuscle the team. He played much better than that. So, but I would stick with Bruno as the player for the
All right.
season.
I'm
But
getting
a
some
lot of
backlash.
credit to McTominay. A lot of credit to McTominay. I even in the game yesterday, that man was fluid.
Um, I have a lot of comments beating me. From yesterday, Demo, Demo, Demo out there cussing. He's on a. From the other day, I said I'm not gonna take. I'm trying to change the program. He's just disrespect me. This every DM does come on a war with me in the chat. Even when I make perfect sense, just said no, JD. I disagree. Rice had a good season as well. You being biased by saying I'm miles better. All right, sorry. Rice had a solid season as well. That is true. All right, I'm just very sorry. I just based on what I'm seeing in football, I think this guy have literally transformed football over the last 4 years. He has transformed football. It's not just Pep transforming football; it's him transforming football because everything that they're doing, it's him they use to transform the football. So that's what I'm saying. I just don't believe that people giving him his true respect by what he's doing. All right. Boston says hands down, he's the best player in the Premier League. I think he's the best player in the world. I think Rodri is actually the best player in the world. I actually think so because you have to look at the importance. You have to look at the importance of the player, what the duty, the function of the player. You have to look at that as well. It's very much important. All right, one second. Pastor, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, as we as we assess the players, I basically not going to get into fights with people's choice actually, because when you have two players with similar output, it's going to be which one is favored by whoever. And I think we just need to remain respectful that um, there might be a style, there might be a how the player carries himself and transitions, and that for me can be the difference between um, saying one player is better than the other when they are close. But all in all, we have a lot to digest as it relates who are the players that should come out front. And so once we agree on the top three for a team, JD, I was saying I'm not going to be fighting with who pick who out of those top three for the team, except when it is too big a difference between the players in the top three. I as was the case with the Manu selection for me, um, McTarnan had made an impression on me, but I based on the stats and the output from Bruno, I settled with that, and I'm not fighting with that. Um, if a player is going to be considered for the best player in the world, then certainly that should speak to the credentials of the player being the best player in his team. So once you get to where you're seeing that
Yeah,
player
but
as the
Pastor,
best
I
player
actually
in the
think,
world,
I actually think Rodri is the best player in City's team this year. I actually think so.
well, well,
I
that's what I'm
actually think
saying.
so.
That I am adding a little bit of validity to that by the fact that they are agreeing. There are persons in the chat agreeing that he may very well be the best player in the world.
Yeah,
So
but
that puts
Demo never.
some more weight.
When Demo come and diss me up and Demo just go against me for go against mistake. You have people in the chat says things like that. If I go on any big platform in the world with the biggest football journalists and I say I think Rodri is the best player in the world, nobody would say that I'm a madman. No, people would start asking me what have I seen to say that. And one of the
But
big
those are the
things
questions to be
that
asked.
one of the best things in football is tempo dictator. So I'm not even talking about goals or assists or transcreation. The tempo dictator what the man have, and then you put everything together. All right, and the IQ, the footballing IQ. I think he's up there with Gundogan, with Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, with IQs as well. So I think it's not a disrespect to anybody for me to say that I think Rodri is the best player in the world. All right, he thinks so as well. He thinks so as well, and he thinks that he has gotten disrespected, and I have to agree with him. If you're gonna say City is the best team in the world, all right, and the man that transforms City's system every changing of system that City has, he's the one that transformed it. How is it you can't consider him as one of the best players? I can't understand these
Big
reasoning.
point.
If I have given you three solid reasons why he can be considered that way, and you're gonna say I'm a madman, okay? When Haaland scored 4,000 goals, it's only okay. So why you think ours Haaland get the 4,000 goals? Because the reaction time in dropped from 1.5 to almost just under a second. It's because of the system that they have embodied around him to close the umbrellas. And it's because of this man why that happened. So because Alan scored a goal, you don't have the knowledge to understand what happened before Alan got the opportunity. When they close down people, and they can't come out. Look at Fulham the other day. 145 minutes they can't touch the ball. Who you think doing that? Who you see pointing? Who you see blocking off zones and putting people in places? It's actual Rodri. So not because he doesn't turn up on the end of the stick means that you know what?
Hmm.
Time will tell. Time will tell. And after this finishes, I am going to I am going to I am going to get every write up on Rodri, like every statistical write up on Rodri, and I will get Jude Bellingham. Because Demo, if you think Bellingham is better than Rodri, boy, something is wrong with the Demo. I understand with Demo now. Just be flashy. I'm not saying Jude Bellingham ain't good, but just be flashy and score goals and Dima or alright with you. Just that's all I need. I'm not gonna war with Dima anymore. I'm done. I am done with fighting with Dima. Done.
But
There is no other stream I'm gonna fight with Dima. All right?
JD, but JD, but JD, having said that, the total football concept.
Man, said JD must be on a stream in Raji's family group chat. Oh my god. Wow. Yo,
Having said
the
that,
way
JD,
man them view football, this disrespectful. All right, I'm begging you, please. All right, one assignment I'm giving people inside the chat to do today. Just ask anybody you know that is qualified in football. Just tell them, say you have a person on YouTube says that Rodri is the best player in the world. Let them, you play the video to them, and if them qualify and tell me say foolish me attack, me done with YouTube. Me done with YouTube. And I'm 100% dead serious. So if you don't want to get rid of me, find a qualified man who play football and come and tell me, say, Raji, one of the best players in the world. And me say, him are the best player in the world. I'm going to give my reasons them. Please. Because more done. So please, you demon, find anybody, make up a story with a man and come and tell me foolishness. All right?
JD, I
People would
was saying,
stone me if I told them that you said that. No, copy it. Copy Demo. Copy what me just said. Because me don't know what kind of football I watch. If you go come and tell me, say, Roger, one of the best player in the world, if not the best player, I go one step and said he is the best player. All right? And consistency have a lot to do with that too, as well. Over the last 5 years, the man have transformed systems that's revolutionizing football. Everybody are trying mock City system to try so they can slow them down. And it's only one man do that. Not because the next man have 50 goals. It's how impactful the next man is in order to make the next man have 50 goals. Why, oh boy, me leave it alone. I've realized that I might need to retire sooner than later. Raji is the best, but he doesn't have the PR that the other players have. Shaquille Smith, I just think that people are looking at football different nowadays, yeah, man. Wow. It's not about downplaying him, but Mbappe hasn't really done anything special this season. Not Mbappe had um 4-3-3. Mbappe had a very good season too as well. But obviously, they don't win the Champions League. His league is not the strongest league to win. So that's not definitely gonna come back to haunt him. And because his standard is so high. All right, but people, please, I'm telling you, man. You guys are disrespected. I know you want to disagree because of me, but I'm telling you, if you don't consider Rodri in the top 5 best player in the world, you're mad. You don't know nothing about football. If Rodri don't come in the top 5, I put him at first this year. But if him not coming in the top five, you're mad and you don't know nothing about football. I can fully say that if you not have Rodri in a top five best players, I'm not gonna say you have to put him first, but I did, and I've explained my point. If you say him not make your top five, you're mad. That's all I'm gonna tell you. All right? Yes.
But
I am
JD,
done. All right?
JD, JD, hold on. Is there a concept as total football? Isn't that a concept? Total football? And for you to have total football, isn't there such a concept as a total footballer? The strikers with the numerous goals and assists, very few of them would be in our conversation as a total footballer. Very few of them, even though they will blow up the metrics with goals and assists, very few of them would be in a conversation as a total footballer. Rodri would headline the list of total footballers in a consistent with consistency too. So I don't understand, and this is why I said I'm not fighting with anybody who choose one of the top three players from the club as their number one player for the club, because we have preferences. Maybe the flashy style added with the statistics will make you choose a player over next one. So this thing where where they speak so harsh against Rodri being the best in the world. It don't balance out, because here is what's true. Of all the players they're pitting against him for the best players in the world, none of them could be in a
Yeah.
conversation
But,
as a total footballer.
well, Pastor, I say me done and you just spin back the can argue for go back at the same point. Boy, Pastor, you wicked some man. Jesus God, man. I say me done.
No,
Just work
no.
with me.
You said you were
You're
finished.
close
I
to
was
me.
just adding my thing to it.
Yeah, but
You
if you
were
add the
finished with
point
it.
and then put, oh my God, Pastor, boy, man, I tell you, help my lord.
You don't have
Boy,
to go back
you make
over
me
it.
and Dima for continue fight. Dima, Rice is okay. But Rice is not as good as Rodri, brother. And Rice don't have enough responsibility as Rodri as well, brother. I'm telling you, just watch a football game. Rice is a good player. But to say that Rice is as good as Rodri, I think you're not watching football either. All right? Yes, you're just making up stories because Arsenal look a little bit more exciting. But tell you, Demo, excitement you run down you. Excitement you run down you. If you come and tell me that Rodri have Rice have half the positioning ability as Rodri, God come, because I think Rice is faster than Rodri. That is proven. Rice is faster than Rodri. So the man positioning ability is next level. You know who I think give me that same feeling when it comes on to positioning? Kimmich. Kimmich. Kimmich have the ability to position himself because he doesn't have the pace. You have some of those guys that are not normal. Remember, we have spells this season where West Ham fans saying that them get my boy from let me not go down this one. Because we have a program and me don't want to continue this war for no reason. All right, me not every day me make Demo a fool me into to mashing up my shows. I'm not give Demo no more of my time. Demo can't pay for my shows them. Him not go mash up my show. Enough of Demo now. All right,
For
yes.
4 years.
Yes, let me move on. Let me move on from Demo now. I have more things on my table. All right. Yeah, man. Make him argue somewhere else. Him argue for 1 hour. That is enough. All right. Anyways, now let me talk about some reggae boys because JD, most fans like the yeah man, I understand. But me done war with Demon now. Demon war at hours a day war, me not giving it to him. It's done. All right, Demon have a whole heap of shows, so him can't take 2 hours out of my show. Me anymore. It's not gonna fight. It's not gonna work. All right. So, anyways, now. So, Pastor, let's give a fast prediction. Out of this is the order now. Tottenham on 63 points. They're gonna play Sheffield in the final game. Chelsea playing Bournemouth in the final game. Um, Newcastle. Let me give you a Newcastle final game. Newcastle final game is Brentford, which we're gonna talk about, and Manu final game. Manu final game will be Brighton. How you think the placements will go? Chelsea on 60, Newcastle on 57, Manu on 57. How you think it's going to go? And Tottenham on 63, but Tottenham can only be catched by Chelsea.
I think all of those teams win.
Every team win.
Tottenham,
Yeah, win.
Chelsea, Newcastle,
Yeah.
and Manu win their last game.
Okay, so you think it's gonna stay the same way? Chelsea
Yeah.
will come sixth. Tottenham will
Hmm.
come fifth.
Yeah.
All right, all
I
right,
think
all right.
all of them win their last game.
All right, fair enough. I just wanted that. All right, so let me move on to Brentford now. Brentford, I think it on Ethan's page it says the supporters award. All right, so I think it's the fans voted for him. So Ethan Pinnock gets the player of the year voted by the fans. I don't know if the clubs give out one different. I assume that they might. So Ethan Pinnock played 28 games, started 27 because obviously the game that he came back from injury, he only played a few minutes. All right. He had 87 minutes per game. So that means he pretty much plays every game, every second. Two
Hmm.
teams of the week of the year had 2 goals. Had 2 goals. And in his defensive stats, 5 clean sheets, 1.5 interceptions per game, 1.3 tackles per game. And as you know, last year he was the leader in clearance, and this year he has 5.9. Errors led to shots 2. So he's down into 0.00 errors per for the season, which is mental. All right. So Ethan Pinnock has some very good stats, but would you give him the player of the season? Because remember, he was out for a long time, man. So let me know because they had a lot of injuries this year. So let me know if you think that he deserved the player 27 games, 28 games, 27 games,
28
because
games.
that's half of a
No,
club
no, no.
has got a
He
game.
played 28 games. They wouldn't just put him in a full game coming back from injury. He played the 28 games, starting 27. And this is where I would say I would give him the player of the season.
Same way.
Of no, this is what I'm using to give him the player of the season. If you are playing 87 minutes per game for the time when you are available,
Mm-hmm.
that is consistency defined. On top of that, for the entire 28 games, you only have two blunders leading to
A shot,
anything
yeah.
a shot off. You're dividing 2 by 28.
Pastor the man go run 500 million hours, without conceding a foul. It's just the way
Yes,
he plays football.
JD, I made the statement, that the pristineness of Ethan Pinnock, makes some people judge him without
Pastor, be
certain
careful
qualities,
here because we're gonna go over to Liam Bailey's club. So make sure you
Uh,
you calculate your words them good on them everything because people got be careful, Pastor. All right, oh
hello,
God.
hello, JD. You see, any day Ethan Pinnock bust one lace, people are going to realize what I have been saying from few weeks ago. Ethan Pinnock, I believe, is the most dangerous centre back in the EPL.
Why,
His
Pastor? Because I
quality,
I wouldn't.
no, 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 hold on. His quality. Notice this, how in position him body, JD. You don't bounce Ethan Pinnock out of position, That will show you how forceful the man is, You don't bounce Ethan out of position, And he covers you literally. I believe every forward will Ethan a pull out of place, including the muscle Holland.
At the top, click the triple dot at the top. we see the like, the share, and the subscription jump up. We don't see commenting on these programs when a Jamaican actually wins something. When a Jamaican actually wins something, he's not commenting. All right? Or because they are not the ones kicking down people and acting wild or scoring goals or assisting. So you don't go over the top. This man wins something, and we don't hear nothing from Demo. We can't hear him. All right, so Pastor, continue. And then I'm going to read the chat
Yeah,
right after.
the the level to which this man is sure of himself, he does not have to expose everything in his arsenal. So I am signaling to Concacaf when Rupert comes in the back line, uno go see the nature of the beast because Rupert is what you would call a gentle giant. The giant only need to come out when you believe. Anytime the two forward double team Rupert, watch if Rupert not gonna cut somebody lace. I'm gonna
All
leave
right,
that assessment right here, sir.
Pastor. All right, Pastor. It look like you have PTSD from you tackling people back in the days with these bossing thing. All right, yes, yes. Ricardo, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay with it. All right. Spurs will win. All right. Straight talk says Manu lose. You think Manu will lose to Brighton? It is highly possible. Brighton is good at home, and Manu always lose to Brighton. So I think that's on the card. But because Paul says I'm a Manu man first, him I go just patch in, everybody I go win. But we're gonna deal with it, people. All right.
I am not like that.
All right. So Jamaican Guna, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. And with Pinnock in a Jamaica side, them 100 times better. All right. Congratulations to. All right. You wanted to hear from me before you got to that topic. No, I wanted to hear from you now because we had said at the start of the stream, every club we touch, we want to talk about the best player at the club for this season. And we reached Brentford now. One of our players got the award. So I just wanted to ask if it's deserved. Because I was questioning things because I remember that he never played for a while. But I remember Collins came back and Collins was trash. All right, Collins, the first game, I thought Collins was playing against Aston Villa. No, Wolves. Good God, man. The man made mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. Because I think I was in England watching that game, man. Good God, man. I was so yeah, man. That's how you know that game proved to me how good Ethan Pinnock is. When I saw Collins and Collins just came back. Ethan Pinnock came back from a longer no, both of them was actually out the same time. So, but he came back and he never looked at the first game Ethan Pinnock played. Even when he was playing injured, he against Manchester United, he was the best player until he deflected the ball and it was Scott McTominay scored off him. But that was a solid game from him. So the player is a very good player, man. We need to it's just because how we evaluate football. That's how we can't appreciate some of these players, man. To be honest, Ethan missing so much games caused Brentford to struggle. I do believe so as well. All right. Richard Crawford said Liam Bailey. We're gonna go to Liam Bailey now. Dre anyway, I commented on his comment his shot yesterday. And I saw him try to slide this me, but don't worry yourself, Dre anyway. You're gonna get exactly where you look for. All right. God will help you soon. You Dre anyway. Bless up Mastermind. How you doing, man? Says bless up Crystal Palace will beat Villa. They are well, we know about that. But before we get to Palace beating Villa, let me go to Aston Villa now to see if we can look at the award for Aston Villa. All right, so Aston Villa now. Aston Villa. We saw a man came in yesterday. Try someone said that when the season started, I said Liam Bailey was the seventh best player in Aston Villa. But who in the world, what have Liam Bailey done to be even considered as the seventh best player at the start of the season? Because his next two seasons were not good, as what they expected him to do. So me put him at seventh at the time coming in. I think that was a respect based on what I thought he could have done. You understand me? So if people coming back to use that against me, if I at the start said Liam Bailey is the seventh best player in Aston Villa, he said that, oh, it's because you said, brother, Liam Bailey coming off. I think I did him a good solid to pick him as the seventh best player in Aston Villa because he was not highly rated coming in the season. The guy had to come here and No, Travis. I'm going to your comments now. Relax now.
JD, in your technical ability, I don't know why the
Oh, hold
messages
on.
in the chat stop
Hold on.
running on my phone.
Jason, I have stated what the award was. All right. Yes, I've stated what the award was. So if you never hear me, um, yeah, you pull up the video, hear what I've said. Um, anyways, let me move on to Aston Villa now. Yeah, but Demo, I had stated that means only does come on my program for start. Well, you and Jason does go back in on the group and the start to yourself, man. Simple. Because if me tell you at the start what me I talk about, and then you come and argue and I try spin narrative to what I've never said, brother, you just leave me alone, man. My God, man. Only just want to make up stories until it benefits big overrated players them. That's the only problem. All right, yeah, man. Let me move on to these players now. These players. This is an award for the best player in the club, not the award that I've stated that the man pick up. All right. So let me make myself clear and very loud. This is the award that is for the best performing player. So Demo, you're here now. Jason, you're here now. That's what I say. Pastor, who you think is the best player for Aston Villa? Let me talk even louder. All right? Make it clearly hear me say. All right? And stop spinning narratives. Good God, man. Go ahead, Pastor. Who, because me don't know how loud I can talk. Because me I read off of the man things that I'm tell them what the man, him say no. I'm going to tell you what Brentford saying and the man him still come again with them stories. Good God, man.
But you
Um,
even made the statement. You even made the
Pastor,
statement, so you
Pastor,
don't know if the
Pastor,
club go and do it.
Pastor, Pastor, me
Why?
saw me and say, me done there. Just give me your players, then, Pastor. Don't continue the war with them. Yes. So
All
me,
right.
me ask the best player in this team. That's what me want. And me I go talk
Uh,
loud when me come here like me deaf. So me I go try go louder than Pastor. So the people sue me at the gate. Jesus, God, man.
all right. Diaby, Bailey. Mm,
Let me give it the nominees, then, people. Let me give it the nominees. All right? Let me give it the nominees. I'm talking loud. Number one, Ollie Watkins. Before the casting a vote, people. Good God. Before the casting a vote, listen up. Oh, how can you? Yes, that's on the teams them can't win nothing, because many I don't even tell the players them yet. Oh, no, no, so Ollie Watkins up on the list. Oh, no, no, Ollie Watkins up on the list, people. Oh, no, no, Watkins up on the list. People, me not like when you go on, people. And that's I saw you go on, you no respect nobody else, You no respect no other player on the field. Let's let me give on the nominees them through the year, no man. Don't relax on yourself, no. So Ollie Watkins, one. Diaby, two. No, Diaby, not in orders, people, because I don't want to call Diaby two. All right. So Ollie Watkins, Diaby, David, Douglas Louise,
Douglas
Leon
Louise.
Bailey, Magin, Magin,
Mm-mm. Arsenal have too much.
Magin,
Aston
and
Villa have too
we
much.
have to put Martinez on it. So Martinez one, right? Um, Douglas Lewis two, Diaby three,
Mark.
Watkins four, and Magin five. Those are the five players. Pick between those five players.
All right.
Pick between those five players,
So
people. Five players.
me cross off Muggin first.
Pass. You cross the Magin first. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, me cross off Muggin first. Me
All
cross
right.
off Douglas Louise next. And these are some of the player them when me not Arsenal. So that leave me with Bailey, Diaby, Ali Watkins. And
All right, okay, so the pillar man them there. So me know you know what this is what me
hold on.
can't take faster. This is what me can't take faster for the whole year. Them man here tell me say Liam Bailey for win the thing, and then now Demo, Jason, no, Travis, but my kind of think say Jason and Travis did say Watkins from day one, but Demo me expect him to say Liam Bailey. Me know
Mhm.
Rastafari will be the only man on him boat. Um, I said Leon Bailey. Understand me? I put a bag of fire marks. Yeah, Rastafari did it past time. He's there
Well,
putting his fire mark. All right. Wow.
I'm going to I'm going to say Leon Bailey for 80% of the season has
Uh-huh.
been his very best, and that puts him third on my list because I have Diaby and Watkins ahead of him.
Okay. Okay. So you have Diaby and Watkins. You have
Ahead
Diaby.
of him.
No. So
Diaby at
so
second. Diaby at
no,
second.
I'm very sorry, still, but Douglas Louise I got second for me, still. I would put Leon. I think Leon Bailey get third or fourth because the goalkeeper was very good for the whole season, but he made a blunder the other day. Even though Leon Bailey made blunders throughout the season, but Leon Bailey's numbers were good, so I would put him third. But Douglas Louise get the second spot for me, and Leon Bailey get the third spot, and then we put the keeper, even though the keeper fourth. But Diaby and Diaby. Oh, that's tough still. No, Diaby will get fifth. Diaby can get fifth. Or some people would say Magin played better than Diaby throughout the season, So Magin get fifth, Diaby get sixth. So Leon, I
I'm,
would give him third, fourth. Anybody put them third, fourth.
I'm not going to fight with people over their choices like that, JD, because of
Alger says, who was the most goals contribution? It's not even close, Alger. It is Watkins. Watkins have a billion goals contribution this year. He's up there with the best contributors. He has 13 assists, which is up there with the league leaders, and he has 19 goals. So he has 32 goals contribution. That is mental. So Watkins is having a very good season. All right. So
Mhm.
Jason said Watkins first, McGinn second, Louis third, Liam Bailey fourth. Damn, you move McGinn to second. So you think McGinn was better than Louis for this season? Damn. Wow.
um, I put Diaby ahead of both of them, not by much, but
No, man, Pastor. No, man, Pastor. You can't. No, man, Pastor. Diaby can't be over
no,
over what Douglas Luiz, man. Give me an
JD.
argument. Give me an argument, Pastor.
Let me tell you why. Even though he didn't do it right throughout the season, when Diaby steps off and make that bursting run, even when he's coming from deep, he's
Mm-hmm.
pulling two players all the time.
Okay.
All the time, he's pulling two players. So I'm not just looking at the goal output or
He,
necessarily
he
the,
had
the,
he
the,
had
the
he had good goal.
percentage pass.
No, he has.
No, he
I
does.
think he
So
think he
that's what
has.
I'm saying.
No, man, he has good goal output just
No,
like
but that's what
everybody.
I'm saying, JD. It
Let me
is
give you
not
an
by
example.
much that I put him. It's not by
So
much that
Diaby
I
has
put him ahead of them.
Diaby has 6 goals and 8 assists. So he has 14 goals contribution.
14
In the league
goals.
alone. So he had a good
Yeah.
good season. So I
Yeah.
can understand if you want to put him, if you want to base it off goals contribution alone, then he can be ranked high. But we are watching games, and I
I'm
think that
not talking
it's
goal
his first season.
contribution. Mm.
Oh, so Alger, so you're only basing people of goals contribution? No, man, Alger, that can't be
But
because Douglas Louise,
a
you don't
football we are
expect him
talking
to have
about.
more goals contribution than Diaby, Liam Bailey, and Watkins. No, man, you can't reason like that, big boss, man. So then all the defenders them are get into
So
it
the,
then.
the defenders them not upon the field or the goalkeeper not upon the field. You can't use just that.
No, no, Alger,
The,
fix up that
the
Alger
thing,
because remember it's an award for everybody. It's an award for everyone. So you cannot use that say goals contribution thing there because defensive players don't get goals contribution.
JD, the thing that I see that Magin and Louise have over Diaby, their passing accuracy and percentage wise, they are ahead of him. But in terms of turning a match on its head, I believe more often than not, Diaby's runs will tend to do that more frequently than the structural
But
plays that both
Pastor
Magin
Jason
and
said,
Lewis.
but oh, you're fighting against the only man where boss lace more than anybody else.
But I'm not fighting against him, and that's why I said I because of how I see it, I'm a defender. When a striker is good enough to pull two defenders with him, JD, I credit that kind of an offensive player. I'm a defender. So I value that in a striker as much as I value the Ethan Pinnock who can take on take on being double teamed. So it's the same kind of platitude that I use to credit Ethan Pinnock that I'm using
Pastor, but may I
to
forgo
kind of.
may I forgo the chat. May I forgo the chat. Diaby good. I thought that we have to give him credit for such a good turnout for the first season in England. All right, because he already eclipsed Liam Bailey's 2 seasons combined, based on his goals output, So he did very well, but I can't put him ahead of Magin
And I'm not
and
fighting with
Douglas
anybody
Luiz.
who does. JD, I said I'm not fighting with anybody who does because I have him just marginally ahead of Louise and Magin. So I'm not going to if somebody put both of them ahead of him.
Okay,
I don't have a
okay.
contention.
Algier says, "Why are we fooling ourselves? What what do fans and voters are going to base everything on? The forwards and the goal scorers always get preference. Stat sheet will be too wide. They need different awards." Okay, so he's saying he just that's what people likes. Does goal score? No, Algier, thanks for your honesty, Thanks for honesty, because I think that's what people view things on, just the goal scoring. But I think it's a disrespect to football nowadays because defenders working very hard, defensive central working very hard, attacking midfielders working very hard. So and sometimes they don't get the numbers, and they are better players. They are better players. A lot of people look at Haaland. People say that he's not as good, Man say him a championship baller, or League One baller, when this man scored the most goals in the history of the Premier League. The rate that he's going, nobody have ever even come close to that level. You understand me? So, but we need to move out. And that's why I don't want him to dumb down the game. Stop dumbing down football. That's why when they're putting all of these things in to dumb down football, to I think it's actually harming the game rather than helping the game because people only care about how a man score or a man assist right now. That's what I strongly believe. Well, VVD came in second in the Ballon d'Or. Yes, yes, yes. But he was Demo. He was very good at here, and but remember Demo. It's not about because he was known and it's still Alger take still stood up, Demo. You know why? In that year, he was the only centre back with the amount of long range passes. So it was something that eye catching. And remember, he was a fantastic defender, and his speed and the extra activity that he brings as a defender, he was more than a defender, Demo. So it still stands as what Alger is saying. People only look at the excitement. Not obviously he pointed out the goals and assists, but I think he meant the excitement around everything. And Van Dijk was excited, man. Believe me, man. Saw him tracking down wingers at them time there, and he's a centre back, and he's running back. Leave his actual fullbacks them, Robertson, and Trent, whatever Trent does, at that time. But believe me, he was seriously good. Yeah. So I think football needs to go back to that level. All right, that level. And people start analyze it the right way because some of these guys really get disrespected because man just score a bag of goal. JD Halland is a pure striker, average footballer. Jesus at Arsenal, better baller, but not a prolific striker. All right. And you know that when Jesus was at City, Jesus was one of the most prolific finishers in the actual Premier League, like game to goal ratio. So I don't know if it's Arsenal not getting the best out of Jesus. So just know with all the facts them and every data. What going with Jesus at um Arsenal, because he was one of the most prolific players. From minutes to goals that he scored for City was ridiculous. So he can't score so much goals for Arsenal. What's going on? People, let's not forget Martinez saved the team countless times. Yes, that's why we had Martinez in the top five. All right, Magin is the glue. Yes, Jesus, yes, Jesus. All right, so Jason Ferran says I pronounce the name wrong now. Jesus. Well, that's what I've heard the people from Brazil called him. So I don't know, Jason Ferran. I think maybe your English is not required this time, because that's what the Brazilians them call him. So I don't know what to tell you. All right, Mr. English
Uh,
Masters. All
uh,
right.
uh, eh, JD.
No, 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 no. Pastor. This is not, Pastor is not everything. What you want? Pastor, it can't be the one fight with me and Jason Ferran in a chat fight about you want to come in.
I am I am
Because we
going to
talk
I
about
am going to
several other things here,
educate
Pastor.
them why it is. I'm going to educate them why
No,
the
but they don't
pronunciation
need
is
to
what it
educate.
is.
Pastor, don't educate him. They don't educate him, Pastor. We don't need you to educate nobody here. Him a try style me, so make him go find it out. All right? Make him go find it out, because me a smoke him. That means I've listened and I've improved myself. All right?
No, Jason, I wasn't correcting him. I was going to inform you as to why the correct pronunciation is Jesus. So you will have to call
Pastor,
me since you say
Pastor,
I shouldn't tell
Pastor, me
you.
and him a fight for
You will
20
have to find
years.
me. Yes,
Pastor, me and him a fight
you
for
will
20
have to.
years. So
Jason, you will
because
have to
I don't
fight
want to
me.
get the guys them name wrong, because them have this Thomas argument with me. And every day when I pronounce names, they come here and try to style me. Uh, well, me I tell you, say, him a go get smoke on one here, because me make sure me go pronounce the people name right. So Jason Ferran, go and go listen what the man name in a spot in an actual country, not English, in a country. I'll
Uh,
correct. I'll correct you too. Oh my God, son! Oh wow! So you have the balls. You have the balls. Then Dre anyway that says Jesus, not Jesus. Oh my God! All right,
the
Jesus
letter J
Christ.
wasn't part of the alphabet. People,
Jesus. God,
I am going to have to
God.
take you to I'm going to have to take you to Hebrew
Oh,
class,
yo, may I get a
Hebrew
warm in my
and
car
Greek
style?
class.
The man,
I'm
put
gonna
the
have
man
to
in something
take you
else.
to Hebrew and Greek class because
Oh my God.
those explanations you're given for the pronunciation are
Oh
not
Lord.
altogether correct.
Oh Lord. Oh,
They are
oh
not
Lord.
altogether correct.
You
So
know, you,
I
you, you know what?
JD, you're going to have to put on a stream for this
Pastor. You think me have time to
because
send it every day? You have to tell me to put on a stream for
you
what? For
to
what?
to to educate your viewers as to
So I
the
am a football
proper
pastor.
pronunciation.
Pastor, hold on, pastor. Look. I am a football man. I come
Yes.
here every day, and you know look at it now. If I pronounce one word wrong on my show, I get I get the most disrespect, and I see people say you are a bad person because you try to set a standard for people to speak well. So, oh, is it because I'm not really seen as a Jamaican? Why you guys up the ante for me when every one of them Jamaicans I don't pronounce no word right? Like no word at all? Like no word that make no sense? Me, what I'm wondering. Remember, I am not in English, you know. English is not
All right.
important here, you know. That's what you should remember, you know. You get me? And then
JD,
every day when they beat me up for pronounce the word right, and people in English when they not correct them.
I
You
want you
see,
to stop
Jason
saying
Ferran.
that, you know.
No, let me call him on. Jason Ferran, Dre Anyweather, Jason Guna. They are hypocrites. They are hypocrites. They need to call up people. All right, and me alone him have strength for. All right, because two me not come like a bad man Jamaican. They two me not come like a bad man Jamaican. They have strength for me. All right, Jason wrong. Jesus, all of them correct.
All right.
All right, so I only back up picture of, you know. All right,
Your
and
Thomas was not altogether wrong the other day. Just to say that you pronouncing Thomas as Thomas is not altogether wrong. It is
Pastor, don't
dependent
give me the
on
help.
English
Pastor, don't
language.
give me the help. Don't continue this Thomas thing. I am tired of it. It give me PTSD. Enough. No Thomas, no Tom. I don't
But
want to hear it. All right.
see you get Jesus
Leave me
and
alone,
Jesus. See you
Pastor. Me
get Jesus
just
and
ask him.
Jesus no.
Pastor, if you not complain to me that me miss one word wrong, or pronounce one word wrong, we not go see every Jamaican and tell them say them speak well. Me simple. You not go come here and bad me up for pronounce one. Me not go stop pronounce it that same way. All right,
Mr.
done.
Dre, Mr. Dre, what is the Latin pronunciation for the English name Thomas? Since you have foolishness me attack, Mr. Dre.
Pastor, I have a paper with me things them right here. Me not
Continue your
continue.
subject then.
Me not continue. Enough.
All of you
All
in the
right.
chat need to go do
Big up
assignments on
ballets, man.
pronunciation of names.
Big up, my claims are very much solid, and I'm done. If you not gonna correct me by one name when me call wrong every single day, I have no problem. Make sure to tell the other people themselves to speak well too, as well. I'm gonna correct them. All right. Barlet said, they get my name wrong all the while. My name is spelled Duckland, but it's pronounced the boss. All right, all right. Jason Ferran says, here I know. I will call and give the pronunciation, but the people give the pronunciation already, so it's okay. You know. Yeah. I'm mashing on my show, yeah, man. Let's move on to the next topic, yeah, man. I can't bother with it. Listen, Marlon. I'm not gonna argue with them. Them say me not pronounce it good, me done. All right. Sky Sports just love propaganda. What? So what Sky Sports did now? All right. So let me move on now. I think at JD, maths teacher taught him English. Jesus God. But you just pronounced a Spanish word and saying I should learn English. So I am clueless to what you're talking about, Dre. Anyway, all right, yes. Jesus
JD,
is John. All right. Just call the man named Jesus. All right. Why you have pastor on your program? Him a mash up the show, Brandon. So what pastor did wrong now? Okay. Yeah, pastor one going to schools and English and them stuff there. And me not have time for that. Anyways, let me move on now. So we have been so but Aldre, Leon and Watkins were having an argument on the field. And the guy then pushed him off to not continue the argument. And I saw a comment under the video that me and Pastor did. Pastor explain the situation. And a comment that came on disrespecting Pastor, saying Pastor is a liar and stuff. And I wanted to correct him and say, yes, Leon was trying to argue with the man. It was true. It's a teammate push him aside, and he tried to do it a second time as well in the game. So
I
it
was
was
telling
not
you it
one.
wasn't the
No, it
only
was
one
not
time.
once.
Yeah,
It was not once, people. If you actually look at the game, it was twice Aldre, and people had to push
yeah.
him away. All right, and people had to push him away, people. So let me stop pick up for a ball, man. Remember, I came here and I said, Leon, you're the big ball at the club. Then we sell a Ras. The good thing is now you can get to go other places because the last 2 years you weren't good. Now you're good, so you can get to go other places. But that's why I had said it. Alj, he was trying to get into the man face. You know, so that's 2 times in a row, and I am not gonna condone that. I never used it in his ratings because I don't put people trying to war in the field. That shows passion, that you're up for the game and stuff. But he tried to do it. So if Sky Sport reports that, that is exactly what they saw in the field. So I'm not gonna say Sky Sport are on propaganda. That's exactly what I saw. But because I can't come and tell the truth on certain topics, because I'm bad minding the players, I left it alone. So thanks to Sky Sports to talk the truth. What is an argument?
Wow. JD, you're chipped out again. You're chipped out again, JD. For the persons in the chat who
Push.
are
I'm moving
okay, you're
away.
back.
I'm
You're
moving
back.
away completely. Completely. So that was the situation, people. All right. But I wanted to talk. Them good now. Yeah, man. God is good, Alj says. Well, Alj, thank God he's playing good. But he needs to calm down because I don't think it look good on the camera, and that's what Pastor was talking about. And we have to be honest to ourselves. It's our players who want him to do good, but those displays are not looking good. All right, that's all we're saying, Alj. And if you have the Alj, a ball line, man, but sometimes we can talk the truth, man. It makes the show them move smoother, than a war. So, anyways, now, what took place? What took place yesterday, they said that I know that the teams will not agree with it, but the VAR, Wolves came up and said that they would like VAR to be abolished from the Premier League, and the other teams, oh no, the Ed didn't want to take it, but because they are a part of the Big 20, they have to bring it. They have to bring it to the hearing. So, what do you guys think? You think that VAR should be abolished? Pastor, what's your take on it? Because that's what they're trying to talk on today, because it's going to go into a meeting.
I think VAR should be improved. The usage of VAR and how it is used need to be improved. I don't believe we should go backward. The
We're
technology is
gonna get to that now.
available.
We're gonna get it. Go ahead, Pastor. We're discussing the
The te-
VAR now because it's a big topic today. From yesterday. The other clubs have never wanted to go in the meeting, but they had to go in the meeting because, and this is what I've told you guys, it should not be a top 20. It should be everybody have the rights right through the English football pyramid, not the top 20 teams. Because now it's only Wolves agreed to it, and then now they have to go in and vote on it. Go ahead, Pastor. Sorry about that.
yeah, the technology is available, so we should not diminish the use of the technology. We should improve the, the how it is utilized. In the Manchester United game, the referee gave a penalty
Mm-hmm.
on a tackle, and the I don't remember, was it the number seven player for Manu? I don't remember which of the player went to the referee and said, "Listen to me, check the VAR because he played the ball, not the player. The tackle was a forceful tackle, but he got one step in front of the striker and just go straight across him and play the ball. And the position where the ref was, the ref could only see when he clipped the player trailing leg. So the ref blew for the penalty. And it took about 2 minutes before the ref decided to go look on the VAR.
So you're saying that you wouldn't consider taking out VAR because it's a second source of actually getting the truth out, but some of
Getting the
these
truth
people
out.
around the field need to be it need to improve. Something need to
The,
improve, but it's
the
definitely not the
persons
VAR.
monitoring and utilizing the technology need to be trained properly and make sure that they are fair in viewing the VAR to come to a
Yes,
decision.
yes, yes, Jason. Last night, the penalty coming in, that would have given an any referee because you couldn't see that was not a penalty. You couldn't see that the player touched the ball, none at all, because the player, the side of the ref was blocked. So that what I would say, I would say, get more penalize people for getting wrong calls. Ban them Ras. That is one thing. Put more cameras on the field.
Yeah.
So the blind angles them where in which you can't see when balls go out over the line completely. Like for instance the Newcastle game, those things should not happen because it's happening too frequent. So more cameras need to be there. Penalize some of these pricks that's taking gambles and making poor decisions. Yes, and referees them need to improve as well. You understand me? But I don't think VAR should completely go away. Some people need to start feel it. Just like if a player gets make the wrong tackle, them get a red card. Officiators should start to get penalized. Wicked too. Some 1 month and 2 months off, no pay. Give them a different write up. That's what I
Yeah.
would say.
and be barred from officiating in certain high profile games until you have served your time. You see, JD, what a lot of people don't understand, the defenders with all the rules that are coming in, where the forwards you can't do certain things to the forwards, the defenders don't have no leeway to get anything wrong, as soon as they get it wrong, their punishment is prescribed for them. So God forbid if there wasn't VAR in that game, because for those of us who saw the front angle different from the angle where the referee made the call from, immediately we saw when the tackle was made. Me I said that is not a penalty because I saw that he got ahead of him, and then it's like he never want to go to the VAR. I am not saying that it was the player that made him go to the VAR, but it's like he had no intention of going to the VAR, and the player stood there and was talking to him until it's like he say, "All right, he might go check the
All right.
VAR."
All right. Let me take the rest of the comment then. If Wolves are the only ones, but that's what they said on the TV, Jason. Brought it up. So maybe I don't think you can convince 30 more people. That is true. But I think they can force some changes like make these people sign on different contracts. So you can fire some of them Ross. Pastor, it wasn't a penalty, but I wanted Newcastle to get the penalty to get rid of the coach. That's what you're talking about. Pastor, players don't determine when the referee goes to the VAR. They can force it as well, Fire Gunner, because if they stop play from both sides or the one team completely stop play, the VAR will force to look at the incident and give a take to the ref because sometimes the refs are definitely stubborn. So Pastor have a point there, Fire Gunner. That happened like 17 times this year. Yes. Some people think VAR took away the sting out of the game. Well, some with these referees, I know how terrible they are. I don't think
Mhm.
it took out the sting out of the game because they would have been giving away some ridiculous goals, you know. So yeah, Dima said I go one further. VAR not only need to stay, but we need to to give the ref get the ref mic'd up so we can hear them. Oh God. Automated all along the line to each corner flags. But Jason, I don't know if you saw I don't know if you saw they're saying they have a difficulty to get because it happened faster. We are getting some feedback. We are getting some feedback. I don't know if it's a camera or your card or something. So I don't. They're saying it's difficult to get it right. It happened in the World Cup as well. Remember the Germany South Korea game. Remember that's all. Even though I'm still fighting with people, if that's a goal or not a goal. You understand me? So it happened before, and I can't believe that people still can't figure a way out to solve this problem. Those dirty ref cost me the league. All right, Dima, cut it out. Biro says I saw Watkins arguing with players before as well. That's normal. Okay, but Biro, if you look at the incident, I could see how Sky Sports would have phrased it that way because they are not Jamaican and they don't understand that we're naturally aggressive. Or I don't know. I think we talk naturally aggressive. But pastor, we're not gonna pastor. Me that try go to years, but me that
One, one
really
important thing,
pastor.
JD, just one important thing. What they don't realize that probably caused Sky Sport to be hyping it. Nobody had to hold Watkins, even though Watkins had moved towards him. No one had to hold Watkins. On both occasions, somebody had to hold Leon. That is what makes it look worse on his part.
All right, sir, pastor. Um, Jura says VAR is good for the game. Just some tweaks needed. All right, fair enough. Wolves are not the only club complaining. No, it was Wolves signed the paper. Neil Golson. They literally said it's Wolves force it to go into a meeting. That's what they said on Sky Sports and Talk Sports everywhere. They showed it that it's Wolves alone signed it and forcing it to be a meeting. But they are in the Big 20. That's why I've said it should have been a broader scale. All right, bless up, Father Bling. Thanks for being here. It's not the rules is the problem. It's the people administering the rules. Yes. Father Bling, big up yourself. Isaac Brown, big up yourself. Said good morning. They they can demote the ref. Well, they need to start doing that on a regular. All right. No, JD. It's because you don't understand how VAR works. So you're telling me, say I don't understand how VAR works. Fire Gunner, I've explained myself a little, and you said you turned it to say I don't understand. All right, Fire Gunner, I don't understand. I don't, you know. JD, our two JA players, Blake and Lowe, team on a poor form. We know that already, but you guys told me that Blake is better than my boy there, from Costa Rica. All right, it's the responsibility of the VAR official to tell the referee to check the monitor. Yeah, but sometimes the refs want to pass the situation, Marlon. And I have seen multiple occasions where it's the players force it to go back to VAR to come back to referee. That is a fact, brother. All right? So, Gunner, that's a fact, brother. All right, it is a fact. Yes, no matter how the rule align, sometimes the ref don't believe that's the situation. So when you cause a ruckus, it stop the play. And if the other team know that they did something wrong, they stop as well. So it forced the game to stop. How much time we see that Marlon and Gilligan, man? Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop going like me one done stuff footballer, man. I'm not talking Marlon, I'm talking Gunner. Because Gunner tell me, say, me not understand the rules. But it happened a whole heap of time. I've heard commentator says thanks to the player them for stop because the commentator them had the luxury to replay, so they knew that it was the wrong call from the referee. So they when the players them stop, they actually congratulate the players them for stop, so the referee can the VAR and the referee can force the situation to work out. All right, no fact. All right, Fire Gunner. If you think that is no fact, no problem. VAR is great. All right, VAR is great. Some officials needed to be penalized for some dishonest, bias, unfair. Because I'll be checked. It's be checked by the VAR. All right, so it's by accident when the players them stopped. The VAR decided that yes, they are gonna call this at this point. All right, Mr. Fire Gunner. All right, no problem there. All right, yes, I'm not gonna fight with you right there. All right. So let me go to the other teams then. Let me go to the other teams. We're gonna do only two more teams, and then we look at our best player this year. All right, because I think that's gonna be a fire one. So Liverpool's best player this year, who you're gonna give it to, Pastor? Liverpool best player.
Wow. You're going to give out the list of five again?
I'm gonna give a list of five. Let me give you. Let me give you a list of five.
Hmm.
All right, Liverpool's best player. All right. Woo! All right. This is going to be a fight, because I think you had a lot of solid players for Liverpool. All right. oh,
Give us a Salah second.
no, no, we're not going to let Dima force. All right. So first, this is not in any order. All right. I am a VAR. Oh, say you're a VAR. Okay, no problem. All right. Mohamed Salah on the list. All right. Gakpo turned up to make the list because I'm reading off a top seven. So Gakpo they put on the list. I don't know if Deem have to tell me if Gakpo deserved to be on it. Let me check why they would have put the Gakpo on it. Okay, Gakpo had 8 goals, 5 assists. But his minutes per game is 46. Okay, so that's why they would have put him on it because his goals to game ratio. He started
Hmm.
16 games, played 34. He started 16, played 34. So Gakpo is on it. Gakpo is on it. VVD is on it. How much games he played? Oh, he played 35 games. So he played 35 games. 35 games, 2 goals, 2 assists, and obviously, you know that he kept 8 clean sheets. So he's on it.
Hmm.
All right. So that is 3. Ooh. No, no, no. How much game strength played? Look how much game strength miss, man. Them say over it, the man, even. Them put Trent on it.
Well,
All right, so
he
Trent
wasn't
goes
in
on.
mine.
Started 24 games. Played 20. Started 24, played 27. Had 3 goals, 4 assists. So okay, I can see why they put. So you have Trent, VVD, Gakpo, Mohamed Salah, on it. 7 players in total. They have Luis Diaz on it. Luis Diaz played 36 games, started 31, 8 goals, 5 assists. He's on it to make the five. Yes. All right. McAllister on it as well. That is 6. So he had 4 goals, 5 assists. He played 32 games, started 30 out of it, and he has 79 minutes per game. So clearly he plays a lot of games. Yes. So pick it. Why the hell? Yeah, I think they just put numbers. They just put numbers. Allison missed a lot of games, man. Allison is not on it. That is surprising. Alisson played 27 games, started 27, and have a 90. Have a 90. And that
Gakpo,
is,
Salah,
and he kept
Van
7 clean
Dijk.
sheets. 7 clean sheets he kept. So maybe that's why they don't put him on it, because normal years, Alisson up to 15 to 20 clean sheets, you know? So, and that is not his fault, because the defensive line was not good enough. But the fact that you're going to put Van Dijk on it and Alisson not on it, that is bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Alisson was again our best player as well before injury, but he plays 27 games, Demo. So I can see you, and he has 7 clean sheets. So out of 27, so 20 games so maybe that's why they've kind of penalized him, because his previous years was very good. Virgil Van Maguire. Oh, oh yeah, yeah. Be honest, Van Dijk was the best player for Liverpool this year. All right, let me give you the numbers for the other man's them upstairs, because the poll at this point of Salah lead the poll. Is
Yeah.
Salah just a stats merchant? Salah have 18 goals and 10 assists, 28 goals contribution. Jesus God. All right, and so is Salah just a stats merchant, because Dima don't want to give him the best player, But when you look at his numbers, he's very good, people. All right, and Salah played 31 games and have 28 goals contribution.
All right.
Nelson said VVD, the best player. Dima says VVD, the best player. All right. Van Maguire, the best player. So everybody giving it to at the start of the season still, I never Van Dijk makes some mistakes still. I'm very sorry. We have to be honest, in like 4 matches,
Salah,
out of the first 10, Van Dijk make
Gakpo,
some silly mistakes.
Salah, Gakpo, the goalkeeper,
Wow.
then Van Dijk.
The man him say, Mirak says Keller. So the man him says numbers can be deceiving. Wow. So hold on there. When we talk about Liam Bailey, and whisper them, and we say numbers can be deceiving, on to change the narrative. Jesus God. Wow. All right,
JD,
so Van Dijk gets it. Van Dijk win it. Van Dijk win it.
I am
The crowd
I'm
says
going with the
Van
same
Dijk for the
metrics.
goalkeeper.
I'm going with the same metrics that we applied for Pinnock, the impact in the games he played. If you're going to use that metrics, Salah having 28 contributions out of 31 games tops my list. Um, I have the goalkeeper at number 3 because Gakpo, all of them pretty much are within the same range of games, number of games played. So I'm basically going with the goalkeeper and then Van Dijk at 4.
Okay. Boy, one thing I can tell you, Van Dijk might be the best player ever for Liverpool. The man's streak that he's Lima, where rate and Van Dijk overall in his career. Before we move on to the best player in the Premier League, where you actually rate Van Dijk in his career, like like Van Dijk in Liverpool's history. Yeah, no, not Van Dijk. Salah in Liverpool's history. Because I think Salah might have to go. We know we have Carragher, we have Gerrard, but we have to put down Suarez was very good for Liverpool. We have Fernando Torres was very good for Liverpool. You have a lot of people they were very good for Liverpool, but Salah got to be I have never seen an ex-player so consistent for Liverpool in history.
Yeah.
I we got to say
Salah.
Salah is number one for
Yeah.
Liverpool because in Liverpool's worst years, he's getting 25 goals contribution. That is some of the other players' them best here, as it relates to forward players. I can look at
Hmm.
defenders different, but for all forward players from attacking midfielder goes straight up to the strikers. The man put on some ridiculous numbers, man. He's right up there with Fowler, them. Okay, Ian Rush is ahead of him. God damn, man. And
Ian Rush was terrible, you know. Ian Rush was terrible in the 80s, you know.
yeah, but Pastor, I'm telling you, Salah putting up some fantasy
No, no, no,
numbers.
no, no, no. JD, I'm not discrediting that. I'm not going on that limb fighting with Salah against. Yeah, I'm just saying, when I watched Ian Rush, he was very good. So I could see a conversation, Ian Rush against Salah. Salah, I just named Salah my number one player.
Okay, okay.
So I just named Salah my number one player. And for those who think Van Dijk at 4 is harsh, if you put the goalkeeper who played the same approximately the same amount of games and the performances. It's the same measurement you use for Van Dijk. So if you have Van Dijk ahead of him, I am not going to fight you. So I don't see why you would want to challenge me having him ahead of Van Dijk
All
because he's
right.
cleaning up off of Van Dijk's failures. That's what goalkeepers are for. So
All
I'm not
right, all
fighting with
right,
anybody who have Van Dijk ahead of
all
him.
right, all right. So we'll slide over now. Before we get into the play of the season. All right, play of the season because I rate Van Dijk very high, a very high, but I think Salah might just be up there with the best player ever to play for Liverpool. I can tell that. But
I would say
I'm
he's
gonna
up
do some
there.
research. I'm gonna do some research on that. But we had a game played yesterday. I thought that our two Jamaican girls could have helped helped Manchester City, but it was only one of them. So I don't know if our keeper is injured. I don't know if our keeper is injured or she was suspended. I don't know. All right, because he played the last game, so I don't know. Maybe she's injured. That's Spencer, but Spence did play. So yesterday we had um Tottenham took on Chelsea, and remember Chelsea only needed to win this game because they have already dumped the last team they played a lot of goals. I think it was 8 or something like that, and that made them surpass Man City. So Man City, all right. So 21 games played, and in total they should have 22 games. So Chelsea took top spot going into the final day. So is this Man City playing an Arsenal style of thing, leading the league for the whole damn time, and then Chelsea just come and pick off their feathers? Because let me give you the team that Chelsea will be playing on the final day. Chelsea will be playing Manchester United on the final day. Woo! But let me give you who Man City playing. Man City playing Aston Villa. All right, and Manu is fifth rank and Aston Villa is seventh ranked. Manu and Aston Villa, both of them can turn up on the day. Who you think winning this one? Who you think winning the league? Are we saying
I
Chelsea taking it? Or we think Man City will turn up
I'm
and
going
win
to
it?
address this statement you made. I'm going to address this statement you made because I don't think it is altogether Man City playing Arsenal style. I think they lost their top tallies woman at the wrong time.
Yeah, the man come on. him,
No,
him,
no. Injuries is a part of the sport. I just think Manchester City lost Big Bad Bunny Shaw at the wrong time for the title chase.
for the first time, I can't say you're talking delusional. I think when I looked at it, I said you're correct. Anybody said Bonisha, because of Bonisha injury made Manchester City not win the title, I would have to agree with them because I actually believe
Wrong
so as
time.
well.
Wrong time. So
Yes, I think so.
Manchester City needs to play their best and try to hold to be as close to the top as possible. If not, win the
Pastor,
league,
one more
finish
game left,
second.
Pastor. Pastor, one more
Yes,
game
yes,
left.
one game.
So yeah,
So
you
they
think
have
tell
to
us them not
win.
beat Aston Villa or them not beat Aston Villa?
No, they have to win to
But
say they have to win, and then Chelsea
let
have
me
to
give
lose.
no, 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 no. If they win, look. If they win, they have conceded. Look, they are leading by 6 goals difference. 6 goals difference. So if Chelsea lose to Manu, which is at like all a 2-0, that would have bring it down to 4. And if they can beat Aston Villa, over that, they would have won the title. Obviously I know it's hard, because these teams are
It's
known
going to
to
be hard for
score a
them
lot
to
of
beat
goals.
Aston by more than 4.
No, it's not such a big swing, but I think City can beat teams by 4. All right, let me give you some of the
JD,
results.
the results where City pound up teams by 4, Bonnie Shaw is scoring hat trick. Bonnie Shaw is in her bed. So I know they have quality players. I expect them to beat Aston Villa, but I am not going out on that limb that they're going to beat Aston Villa by 4 clear goals. I would love for them to do that.
Well, they gave Tottenham 7 the last time, and Bonnie Shaw scored 3, so they can
That's what
score
I'm
only per
telling
goal.
you.
They can score only per goal without Bonnie Shaw too as well. You know, they
They
just gave
are
Pastor, they just
when
scored 5. Hold on, let me see. Bonnie Shaw was in that 5-1. And they scored 4 without Bonnie Shaw against Bristol. So they scored 4. Fowler had 2 goals. So Fowler has to come up big in order for that to. It's looking bad, people. It's looking bad, but it looks like Chelsea is the favorite going into this one because Bonnie Shaw is not there. But I would love for Bonnie Shaw them to win it so Bonnie Shaw can go into the big awards them because I don't think she's gonna get respected if they don't win the Premier League.
if they
She
don't
will
win
get
the
respected.
Premier League. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, can Man U topple Chelsea by
Yes,
2 or
yes, yes,
more
I think so.
goals? The last
Two
game
or
I
more
watched,
goals,
man.
no. 2 or more goals, no. But I think they can topple them and City win their game.
Yeah, so if City win their game, they will have enough points.
Yes, because both of them are they're actually joint now on 52 points going into the final
Oh,
day. So believe me, the title
so
is
if
in
so,
the yeah.
so me have to go see if me make a call up a Man U.
Here, Dre, anyway, no. Without Bonnie Shaw, that's impossible because he's a Chelsea fan. So you can know that he's a Chelsea fan firstly. All right.
No, but JD, watch this, you know. I made the statement. So when City score like them 7 goal, Bonnie score hat trick. You pull up the facts and saw that. But look at it, you know, a 4 goal City need and a 7. A 4 goal City
Oh,
need.
they need 4 because you're expecting. No, but I think if Manu will beat Chelsea, it's gonna be 1-0.
It's gonna be
The add 1 goal. The add 1 goal.
yeah.
Uh, Manu can't win it ball Stevie, because Manu they down the table in the ladies football. All right, they
Mm,
lift the FA Cup the other day. They lift the FA Cup. So, but this is the league. This is the Super League woman, and Manu is in 5th place. All right, they are not even in the Champions League spot. It's
come
Arsenal,
on.
Man City, and Chelsea. Those are the 3 teams. All right, so I think Manu fresh from a 4-0 FA Cup win. But that's Tottenham they were playing. Tottenham got 7 from City, so Tottenham picks up a lot of beating from the big team, them. So I don't think that's an indication right there, Jason. But
All of who talking about me having 3 rival teams. Watch Man U clip Chelsea wing, so Man City win the league.
say so. Jason said Chelsea and City will win. It's the no, but Jason, you don't expect, or say you expect Man U to beat them by. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. So Jason, so you think that City Chelsea will beat Manu maybe 1-0, and you think that City will give Aston Villa 7. Jesus, let me look at the last results. How much they gave Aston Villa
I
last
don't
time?
think 7 without Bonishaw.
It was 2-1 the last time. It was 2-1 the last time. So I and let me see how much Bonnie Shaw scored out of that 2-1. All right, let me see. Bonnie Shaw, if she scored. I don't even think. Yeah, Bonnie Shaw played. Bonnie Shaw never scored. It was Empt. Empt scored both of those goals. So it was 2-1. Let me see how much shots. 19 shots to 7. Big chances. 3 big chances created. So let's see. They should win. They should win, but I don't think they're going to score so much goals. Yeah, I think and they have to just pray that Chelsea don't win the game and they go on to win the game. You know,
I am going to pray the prayer for them. Man, you beat Chelsea. Hot Bob Marley.
or they draw the game,
Oh,
and they do win the game because once they win and Chelsea draw, they are champions. So I'm just loving the fact that all
no
games
more
are
want Chelsea get a beaten. More want
huh?
Chelsea get a beaten. Me want Chelsea get a beaten.
Chelsea is very good. Chelsea is the Man
No,
City. Chelsea
Chelsea
is the
is
Man
the top.
Pastor.
Yeah,
Chelsea is the Man City in ladies football, in England,
yeah, yeah.
Yes. So you not expect them to just go out and just get beaten by every team.
No, not every team. And my team, me want to beat them.
Okay,
Chelsea are my team.
only one City win, so Bonnie can come. Yeah, man. Because I know that if they don't win this league, Bonnie ain't come. Bonnie might finish all top 8 in the Ballon d'Or, top 9, top 10. All right, and I think if they win it, they would have. I think she could fight for top 5 in the Ballon d'Or. You understand me? So that's what I would want. I saw Barcelona playing the other day, man. Boy, I don't know, man. Barcelona, look at them make these players, man. Little Vicky, Pastor. Vicky is like 4 years old. Vicky, Barcelona is talented, man. But I want Leon to beat them, You know, I think Leon has the kryptonite to beat them, But Barcelona will kill you with 1,000 passes, man.
You didn't
Every
have
day,
this in. You didn't have this in your title. I watched the England Ireland women match. It was mm, good for if the Jamaica team start playing as fluid as either of those.
Pastor, let me not talk about Jamaican and those type of football, man. Because I've never seen a Jamaican team ever in history plays nothing like. The Pastor, let me leave that. Let me leave that. People, we have not asked for likes on the video. We are almost close to the end of the video, and you guys don't get with our 100 likes. Come on, man, stop disrespect the platform, people. Take your time out, and that's why I have to bother you guys for likes. Because we don't reach the 100 in the system. So you get the likes,
Very
people.
disrespectful.
Click at the top of the screen. You see a triple dot at the top of the screen. Click at the top of the screen and then you get the likes, the share, and the subscription. Thanks for the 10,800. So we need only 200 more subscribers to reach 11,000. So you guys are doing an amazing job. But definitely like up the video. All right. So get me to the 100, man. Very easy to do, man. Very, very easy. All right. Very, very easy. That Pastor Sound. You sure you are watching the football? What? I don't know. Yeah, so people get the likes up on the video. Stop playing with the big bad program. Let me get to the play of the who you have as your best player in the Premier League this year. And people drop it in the comment section. Who is your best player in the Premier League this year? The best player in the Premier League. Just use all of your metrics. If you yeah, any game you watch, let me know your best player in the Premier League this year. All right.
All right. The best player in the Premier League this year is the Reggae Boy. Rupert!
All right, Pastor. You look like you're losing some. All
I
right,
am
Pastor.
going to
So
justify
you
my
say
claim.
Rupert. All right, Rupert is the best player for you, no problem. All right, not for me. All right.
I'm going to justify my claim, JD. To divide 2 by 28.
All right. Let me go. Let me go further then. Let me give our top 5 best players so we can get more people
Okay.
involved. So the top 5 best player in the league this year.
Salah, Rupert. Okay.
So people, you want me to give my top 5 because it looks like it's gonna be more more rational. All right, so Jesus says number 1, Rodri. 2, Foden. Ooh, Foden come high up the list, man. 3, Palmer. 4, Watkins. And 5th, Rice. Jesus Christ, Jason, you just pick a bag of our players, man. My goodness. The fact that he is not even a nominee is crazy.
The fact that who is not a
I am
nominee.
not gonna stop him, I'm just gonna let him talk, uh, and then we'll put up a vote after it's done and ask if we should suspend the pastor from certain reasoning,
JD,
and you guys
JD,
vote.
he has done what all of the in defense, what all of the top strikers have done in the forward line. If that is not what you use to balance an equation, then
Oh
all I
God.
know a judge with bias because you know like flair and goal score. All I know. You see, I was I was on the stream the day after the match when Rupert neutralized Haaland, the first player in the world to
But
neutralize
pastor,
Haaland.
that was last year. That was not
That
this year.
was last season.
Yes.
But hold
But
on.
pastor, he made the team of the season last year. You
No,
realize that,
no. And I am saying I am using that
guys. I'm
to
gonna put up a poll.
mitigate against what all
Guys,
of
I'm
they
gonna
are
put up a
saying in
poll.
the chat.
Guys, I'm gonna put up a poll, and you guys decide if you want the pastor back or we even suspend the pastor for a week. All right, because we can't we report our baller, but we're not gonna sell us such sensationalism. All right,
Saliba ahead of
pastor
Pinnock.
wrong for that one. All right.
Yeah, brother, the stats where Rupert put out in 28 games. No defender don't
Yeah,
have
but
that.
Pastor Rupert had the highest clearances and one of the highest level defenders. That's why I made the player of the season last year. So
Yes, then why do this
if you
year?
had said that last year, if you had said that
No,
last year,
I
then I
am
would have
saying
agreed
it
with
this
you.
year. I'm saying it this year. Even though he has less matches, I am going based
Pastor,
on
the man have around 20 clearances per matches last year. Now we have
yes.
5.6. It's not the same. All right.
But here's what happened because his team is better this year too, JD. So he's doing what is required.
Oh, all right, Pastor. One thing you sell the reggae boy brand very well because you find a way how to talk about a reggae boy. I am very sorry. Ethan Pinnock is my boy. There's nobody. I see Jason trying to claim Ethan Pinnock, but Ethan Pinnock is my player. Nobody else can get Ethan Pinnock, my player. All right, and I am telling you, no, Pastor. The man himself 1 day suspension for you. It look like yes, Pastor. You're water on the program, Pastor. All right.
I had to I had to change the headphones, so this is the loud one.
Okay.
The other one died.
I am not fighting over no man. I said it's my player. All right. Jesus God. You know what? Jason take the only take Jason take the man. Take the man.
No,
Jason take the
why?
man.
No, no,
I
no.
don't want no man. I don't want no man.
Why? X. Not even Y. X. X.
I
X.
don't want no man. All right. I don't want no man. Jason take him because who not tell me say me a fight over man. I'm a
X, brother. X.
why why my shows are about football and the amount of thing, Jesus God. My programs I don't know how it turn out and stuff here. Where
No, man.
oh my
Uno gone
God.
bad, man. Uno gone bad, man. Uno gone bad. Mm-mm. Uno gone
Oh
bad.
God.
No, if
Oh,
if 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 my timeout is to be upheld, you and Jason have to go get timeout, because
oh,
just bring the show into disrepute.
oh,
You, you and Jason just bring the show into disrepute, So anyhow, any
oh.
timeout being upheld for me, there must be sanctions for you and Jason, because just mash up his show.
No man, the commenter down there talk about man a fight over man, Because of my,
No, but
and what
no, but that is as a result of
and Nitro
you
could get
and
suspended.
Jason.
And Nitro caused the problem because
No, 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 no. Nitro is pointing out what is happening between you and Jason. So for the first time in YouTube history, me aside with Nitro this time. because if any timeout
It is
for
not my
me,
player. It is not my player. I have nothing to do with it. I'm not gonna talk. I don't
you see
want no
that?
man
Sibal's
involved
TV
in
say
this.
yes, they
All
need
right,
to be
so
suspended for such action. It is wrong. It
you're
is
not
wrong.
Jason Ferran, but lava grown. Jason Ferran, it just the night you come in and talk about man a fight over man. I why I am not. I have not. I will never talk about a man player anymore in this stream more than what they're doing on the damn field. Enough. All right. Yes, they need to be suspect. Yes, tomorrow we should not do hold any show tomorrow. Yes, that is over the top. Oh my god! Wow, that one is.
you and you and Jason. It's not
No,
right.
I think I need to suspend myself tomorrow, guys. No, I need to suspend the show for tomorrow, people. That one was over the top, man. Damn, man, that was very wrong. Yeah, I need to suspend myself. Pastor suspend himself for one day as well. So yeah, tomorrow should not be any show. Why? Ballads, man. I was wrong. I was very wrong for that, and I should suspend myself for tomorrow's show, people. Big bad thing, Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That was very wrong. Why? Yeah, all right. Let me move. I don't even know. Pastor, let's give a final thing. Let me lack of a show, yeah, man. Huh? Why? And mash up the program
Well,
start. Yeah. Every day the man him come. He's like me. Me cannot come here and just do a normal program and it just end well. The man them come for mash up the show. Demo, Jason, Nitro, all them man and them come for mash up the show them every week star. January star. Now the man them go click me star and mash up the show, but can't buy. Why? Pastor, let's give a final take here, man. Grab my shirt and go to the door when the time come here, man. Mash up the show.
well, Trevor Rodney, who is gonna win the Champions League? We passed through that long time, Trevor. You have to go pull up the pull back the show. That is one of the the fans I'm telling you about, JD. I don't like those kind of fans. He's my good friend, but that fan is not a good fan.
What if someone can be a real Jamaican with that kind of speech? Yeah. Belgium really changed you, JD. I said I'm gonna suspend myself. So tomorrow, if you don't see me, you don't call me and bother me if you do no show. All right. Yes, I am not going to. All right. Yes, because uh people please like the show. Get it to 100. Tomorrow there will not be any show. Tomorrow is what, Friday? Tomorrow Friday, right? Yes, tomorrow Friday.
Yes,
So
yes.
normally I don't really do shows on Friday still, so I can take that suspension. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's very bad. So Pastor, give a final take, man. I am
Okay,
not wearing pink. This is not pink. This
that
is
look
not
burgundy.
look burgundy, bro. With my hat. This is what I was using today. So stop it, man.
Anyway,
Me now wearing a pink, man. Why not try to bring me down, some man? When you already kept a line and I try to sell a narrative, and now when you say me I wear pink, yeah. I have pink clothes, I have pink clothes. But I have blue shirt and the burgundy right here, sir. So stop telling lies on me, man. All right. Yeah,
anyway,
I'm retire. I'm retire. We give up.
JD, I think it was a good show, and I'm not commenting on what transpired a while ago, but I think it was a good show. You covered the title. I believe I believe that we will see the results. Man City win because Man U was able to hold Chelsea at bay. Um, I could say that all of you fighting me, but I will let that one rest. Have a good day, and to all the fans who are asked what kind of fan them be. like my brethren, Mr. Rodney. Yes, you're a Real Madrid fan. I don't like those Real Madrid fans. They are very biased to them team.
But
I think a Man City in support in a English Premier League too, JD. Think a
um,
Man City in support in a English Premier League too.
what? Why? I've covered some. I covered good topics today. It was World Cup
Yes, man, it
yesterday.
was an excellent show.
Travar says, dead will laugh. You have the best viewers. I think I don't. The silent one them are the best ones, them, but the ones that were coming in the chat are the worst ones them ever. Them man just them, every day them just come and set me up. You know? Yeah. So
Oh, a
Travar,
Liverpool inside.
Rodney, it look like me have the best viewers, them, but believe me, them come for bring me down every day. It no matter where, no matter what I'm doing, Demo come for fight with me every day. You understand
Nitro.
me? Yes, Nitro will try not to fight every day. Sing every day, sing. Him just try to
Sing.
just bringing him pillar man them.
Jason.
Yes, Jason. So Jason stay from day one. Him always a fight against me. It even matter. So me expect that. Dre in the weather similar. Yeah, around more than 70 commenters on a daily basis.
Travis
We are here to
Presso.
fight. No, Travis fight with himself in a chat. We can and Travis just coming and war. But we're going to give Travis respect. Travis is the best commenter for the last 4 days. For the last
Oh
4 days, he's
yes,
the
he
best
has.
commenter.
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no. For the last 3 days.
for the
For the
last
last
three
three.
days, Travis are the
It's
best
the last
commenter.
3 days. 3 days. 3 days.
Travis are the best commenter for the last 3 days. The rest of them, jeez, 70 of them, man. Oh my God. Every day them just come and fight with me. Even when them know the truth, them is a fight. But today, they catch me today. So I'm gonna just relax myself, write my programs them, or I can start and finish them. Because they are not gonna catch me in those things anymore. It is the last time. You understand me? Yes. But Belgium changed me and me can't be Jamaican with them speech there and them stuff there. Oh my God. It's alright, it's alright, alright. It's all right. JD, easy,
What makes a
easy
comment
excitement.
bad?
Yeah, but with the time done, Dima, so I can't even go back from it. I gotta just go over my Wemaxit channel and do the show tomorrow. I do Wemaxit channel shows tomorrow. I can talk about Suriname and them stuff there. I have them shows there to do, I have a show for do. Oh, I'm going to tell Africans to move that show till tomorrow too as well. Africans, if you're
Uh,
watching, I am going to have the kid today. And my wife is not home, so I have to take care. I have to make food and stuff there. So, tomorrow, move the show till tomorrow because I think you told me Thursday. So move it to
when you're going
Friday.
to do Dumone,
But I'm stressed out here, man. I can't bother. I don't even remember nothing about. But done for today. Tomorrow I'm gonna move to my next channel. I'm done with them people. I have to give them. I have to move myself out of the way for a day for them to realize how much I am to them life. For them give them respect. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna avoid them for one day. I'm gonna go every other channel, go support them for one day, but they're not seeing me. All right, yeah, man. Jason, you can just leave it alone. I'm gonna record my video. Yes, I'm gonna record it, Pastor. Make it short, record it, and talk on all the teams. Them like one team, do one show for that. Then one team break down their squad. Yes, I'm gonna make sure I do it for record. I'm trying to hide from people for tomorrow. Because I can't get rid of them. So I'm gonna record it. Yes, so record the new thing, people. I am gonna find a way to get rid of them. JD have all the freedom to fight for oh my God. All right, so Pastor, people,
a
people,
Salah Liverpool best player for the season, Trevor.
yeah, man. So people, take care. I am out. I am not gonna do any video tomorrow. Then, since I can't get rid of people, I'm not fighting. Yeah, people, bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day.
Yo.